What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to another New Comics This Week previews episode. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about all the upcoming new releases for February 8th, 2023's New Comic Book Day. As always, we're going to be going over all the new releases from the major publishers and a ton of the indie ones as well. Those books, varying covers, which ones I'm going to be grabbing, and any sort of other important info that's going to help you guys decide which issues you're going to be getting this week. And as always, as I begin to talk about these books, just be aware that there's still delays and shipment issues happening. So once it gets closer to New Comic Book Day, just check with your LCS and see which books are actually going to be getting in. And now, everyone, without further ado, let's jump into these books. And just in case if you guys didn't already know, down below in the description, I got a chapter list of all the publishers I'm going to be talking about today, so feel free to jump around this video. The first one I'm going to be going over today is AWA Upshot. They've got one coming out this week, and it is a series finale. We've got Erratic Recharged, issue number 4. This is a fantastic read from them. I mean, I always hype up AWA, but try to find the trade paperback for the first volume for this one. Next up is Archie. They've got one, and it has 3 brand new stories in it. It's Betty and Veronica, Jumbo Comics Digest, issue number 311. Next publisher today is Zenoscope, and the first one is Van Helsing, Deadly Alchemy, issue number 1. After months of dealing with the remnants and ramifications of her father's vile experiments, Liesel Van Helsing returns to the place where it all started, the laboratory of Abraham Van Helsing. Besieged by the horrors of her father's past, Liesel realizes that some pages should be left unturned. This one's got 4 different covers. Here's cover A. We've got a cover B Riviero variant, and now finally a cover C No variant. The only other one they've got this week is Gretel, Seeds of Despair, issue number 1. Now, Gretel and Caliber must travel to South America as they hunt for the next piece in Mother Margaret's deadly puzzle. But when they encounter a witch who forces them to look into their past and face their greatest sins, can they come out of it with their souls intact? This one's also got 4 different covers. Here's cover A. We've got a cover B, Abrera variant, and now finally a cover C, Burns variant. Moving on to Ablaze, the first one is Traveling to Mars, issue number 4, and this one's got 9 different covers. This is cover A. We've got a cover C, Amoruso variant, and now finally a cover D, Homage variant. The only other one they've got is Family Time, issue number 3, and this one features 8 different covers. Here's cover A. We've got a cover B Cruise variant, and now finally a cover C Marcellus variant. And just in case if you guys are new to the channel, usually when a book like this has a lot of different covers, I only go over cover A and a few of the ones that I really like, but be sure to check out the other ones online. Next up is Whatnot Publishing. The first one is Ninja Funk, issue number 4. This one's got 6 different covers. Here's cover A. We've got a cover B Regal variant, and now finally a cover C Kirkham variant. After that is Quested, issue number 3. This one's got 5 different covers. This is cover A. We've got a cover B Wallace, and now finally a cover C Homage variant. The only other one they've got this week is the start of a brand new series. It's The Exiled, issue number 1. It is a brand new series written by Wesley Snipes. This one's got 13 different covers. Here's cover A. We've got a cover B Esquivo variant, and now finally a cover C Acevedo variant. Next publisher today is Bad Idea Comics. The first one is the start of a brand new series. We've got The Finder, issue number 1, and the only other one they've got is They're All Terrible, issue number 2. Moving on to Sumerian Comics, they've got one coming out this week and it is the start of a brand new series, and I have talked about this one plenty of times now, so obviously it keeps getting delayed. Hopefully it shows up this week. We've got How I Became a Shoplifter, issue number 1. The first issue tells nostalgic tales of toy store heists, grand theft beer runs, backstage buffoonery, counterfeit cash, and clown weed. This one's got 7 different covers. Here's cover A. We've got a cover B Foul Zone variant, and now finally a cover C variant. And then moving on to Red 5, the first one's Dead Kingdom, issue number 5. This is also a series finale. And the only other one they've got this week is Maeve, issue number 2. Moving on to Titan Comics, the first one is Blade Runner 2039, issue number 3. This is cover A. We've got a cover B Fish variant, and now finally a cover C Mead variant. Next one is Bloodborne, The Lady of the Lanterns, issue number 4. If you guys are reading the series, what do you think about it? I was a big fan of Bloodborne game for PS4, but I never got into the series. Here's cover A. We got a cover B Jesk variant, and now finally a cover C Harding variant. Next up is Star Wars Insider, issue number 216. This is cover A. We've got a previews exclusive and then a foil wraparound variant. Moving on to Oni Press, they've got Rick and Morty, Crisis on C-137, issue number 4. This is cover A, and then we've got a cover B Sam and Nego variant. Out of all those publishers I just got done talking about, the only one I plan on grabbing is going to be from AWA Upshot. We've got Erratic Recharged, issue number 4. But next up, everyone, let's talk about Image Comics and Boom Studios. Alright, all you Image fans, first one today from them is Spawn, issue number 338. This is cover A, the main, and then we've got a cover B Francesco variant. Moving on to 8 Billion Genies, issue number 7. As much as I have enjoyed this series, storytelling's great, artwork's fantastic, I'm not exactly fond of the direction that they went. They went a little bit more of a superhero direction, then they kind of went all in on it. I was hoping they wouldn't do that, and they did, but it's still a pretty solid read. This is cover A, the main. We've got a cover B Cam and Coley variant, and now finally a cover C Brown Spawn variant. Moving on to Little Monsters, issue number 10. This is another series that I highly recommend, but I will admit, As much as I'm enjoying it, there's not much going on with the story. It's just like a really nice story, but not a lot of stuff is happening. It's a little bit more of a slow burn. I would highly wait for just a trade paperback for this one. And in this issue, Rami's secret is finally revealed. This is cover A, the main, and then we've got a cover B Reuben variant. Next up is Bloodstained Teeth, issue number 9. This is cover A, and then followed up with that, we've got a cover B Lotte variant. Moving on to Time Before Time, issue number 20. This is cover A, and then we've got a cover B Demoose variant. Followed up with that is All Against All, issue number 3. Here's cover A, the main cover. We've got a cover B Gorham variant, and then a 1 in 25 Black Incentive variant. Moving on to Two Graves, issue number 4. This is cover A, and then we've got a cover B Doyle variant. After that is Gospel, issue number 4. And now finally, this is the last one from them this week, and it is the start of a brand new series that I'm definitely going to be grabbing. It's Monarch, issue number 1. It's written by Rodney Barnes. Growing up in the city of Compton is tough enough as it is, but as Trayvon has learned all too well, growing up as an orphan in the city of Compton with gang members hunting you down every day is even tougher. But all of that is about to change, because today is the day that aliens make first contact with Earth, and it only spells doom for life as we know it. This is cover A, the main, and then we've got a cover B Sean Alexander variant. Out of all those issues, I'm definitely going to be grabbing 8 Billion Genies, issue number 7, Little Monsters, issue number 10, and then finally Monarch, issue number 1. Moving on to Boom Studios, the first one is Grimm, issue number 8, and this one's got 4 different covers. I'm a big fan of this series. I missed out on issue number 7. My shop didn't order enough copies, so I got to get caught up in this one. This is cover A. We got a cover B Florentino variant, and now finally a 1 in 25 Young Incentive variant. Next up is Know Your Station, issue number 3. This one's got 4 different covers. Here's cover A. We got a cover B Carrie variant, and now finally a 1 in 25 Danny Incentive variant. This next one's the last one coming out from them this week, and it's the start of a brand new series. It's Harrower, issue number 1. But this purveyor of vengeance against the unrighteous is very real, and there's no escape, because the Harrower seems unkillable and spans generations, always returning. This one's got 5 different covers. Here's cover A. We've got a cover B Henderson variant, and now finally a 1 in 10 Revel Incentive variant. Out of all those issues, I'm going to be grabbing Grimm, issue number 8. Hopefully I can find issue number 7. And then Harrower, issue number 1. But next up, let's talk about Dark Horse, IDW, and Dynamite. So, Dark Horse fans, they've got a pretty big week coming up, so hopefully they all ship. The first one today from them is It's Only Teenage Wasteland, issue number 3. Followed up with that is Spy Superb, issue number 2. This is cover A, and then we've got a cover B Hip variant. After that is Koshai in Hell, issue number 2. Then Dead Mall, issue number 3. After that is Stranger Things, Tales from Hawkins, issue number 1, so we've got a brand new one. This one's got 4 different covers. Here's cover A. We've got a cover B Lambert variant, and now finally a cover C Galindo variant. After that is Assassin's Apprentice, issue number 3, and now finally we've got a brand new one again from them. It's Space Job, issue number 1. After 5 long years of soul-crushing servitude as a chef's assistant, Danny Sheridan is getting his dream job in space as a first officer aboard the SS George H.W. Bush. But on his first day, he finds himself crashing back to reality. This one's only got a cover A, and I won't be grabbing any of them this week from them. So moving on to IDW, the first one is Sonic the Hedgehog, issue number 57. This is cover A. We've got a cover B Thomas variant, and now finally a 1 in 10 4 Drain Incentive variant. Moving on to TMNT, The Armageddon Game, The Alliance, issue number 4. This is cover A. We've got a cover B Campbell variant, and now finally a 1 in 10 Santo Luco Incentive variant. After that is Godzilla, Monsters and Protectors, issue number 5. This is cover A, and then we've got a cover B Bell variant. Moving on, this is the last one coming out from them this week. It's TMNT, Best of Krang, issue number 1. Won't be grabbing any of them either, so moving on to Dynamite. The first one is Unbreakable Red Sonja, issue number 3. This one's got 23 different covers. This is cover A. We've got a cover B Selena variant, and now finally a cover C Mattioni variant. After that is Vampirella vs. Red Sonja, issue number 4. This one's got 13 different covers, so here's cover A. Then we've got a cover B Linsner variant, and now finally a cover C Beach variant. This next one's the last one coming out from them. It's Sweetie Candy Vigilante, issue number 4. This one's got 6 different covers. This is cover A. We've got a cover B variant, and now finally a cover C Howard variant. I won't be grabbing any of them, so next up, let's talk about DC Comics. Man, DC fans, if you can recall from last week, they had an extraordinarily light week. It was pretty much all one-shots and specials. Now they've got some good stuff on the way for you guys. The first one today from them is Batman, issue number 132, and this one does have a backup story. It's also got 9 different covers. Here's cover A. We've got a cover B Casada cardstock variant, and now finally a cover C Artgerm cardstock variant. After that is The Flash, issue number 792, and this one's got 6 different covers. Here's cover A. Then we've got a cover B Bayless cardstock variant, and now finally a cover C Acuna variant. Moving on to Poison Ivy, issue number 9. This one's got 10 different covers. Here's cover A. We've got a cover B Terry Dodson cardstock variant, and now finally we've got a Carla Cohen variant A, and be on the lookout for a Virgin variant B and a foil variant C. So they've got quite a few options for that one. After that is Batman and the Joker, the Deadly Duo, issue number 4. This one's got 6 different covers. This is cover A. We've got a cover B Mac Batman variant, and now finally cover C Mac Catwoman variant. Moving on to the Joker, The Man Who Stopped Laughing, issue number 5. This one's got 4 different covers. This is cover A. Next up, we've got a cover B Bermejo variant, and now finally a cover C Man variant. Moving on to Gotham City, Year 1, issue number 5. This is cover A. We got a cover B Spokes variant, and now finally a 1 in 25 Shastine Incentive variant. Next up is a brand new one-shot. We've got Lazarus Planet, Next Evolution, issue number 1, and this one's got 6 different covers. Here's cover A. We've got a cover B Chew cardstock variant, and now finally a cover C Kung cardstock variant. Next up is Monkey Prince, issue number 11, and this is a Lazarus Planet tie-in, so be on the lookout for that if you're reading that main event. This is cover A. We've got a cover B Bosri cardstock variant, and now finally a 1 in 25 Chang cardstock incentive variant. Next up is Static, Shadows of Dakota, issue number 1, so we've got a brand new Static series. This is the start of season 2. This one's got 6 different covers. Here's cover A. We got a cover B Conley cardstock variant, and now finally cover C Copel cardstock variant. This next one's the last one coming out from them this week. It's Scooby-Doo, Where Are You, issue number 120. Out of all those issues, while they are having a pretty solid week, nothing that really catches my eye. I won't be picking up any of the DC books. But next up, let's finish this video now with Marvel Comics. All right, Marvel fans, first one today from them is ASM, issue number 19, and this one's got 14 different covers. Here's cover A. We've got a 1 in 25 Dodson incentive variant, and now finally a 1 in 100 Disney Black and White incentive variant. After that is Daredevil, issue number 8. This is a great series. I highly recommend checking this one out. It's got 4 different covers. Here's cover A. We got a Stormbreakers variant, and now finally a 1 in 25 Anka incentive variant. After that is Star Wars Darth Vader, issue number 31, and this one's got 4 different covers as well. Here's cover A. We got a Sprouse Return of the Jedi 40th anniversary variant, and now finally a Black History Month variant. Moving on to Ghost Rider, issue number 11. If you guys have stayed with this series, let me know what you think about it down below. My shop missed out on a couple of issues. I think I stopped reading at maybe 7 or issue number 8, one of those, but I actually really enjoyed it. I was hoping the story was going to take off a little bit more. It just never really did, so I want to hear your thoughts and opinions on it. It's got 7 different covers. Here's cover A. We got a 1 in 25 Stegman incentive, and now finally a 1 in 200 J. Scott Campbell retro anniversary incentive. Moving on to Black Panther, issue number 14. This one's got 4 different covers. This is cover A. We got a Romero variant, and now finally a no prize variant. After that is Captain America, Symbol of Truth, issue number 10. Here's cover A. We got a Limb Planet of the Apes variant, and now finally a Davila variant. Continuing on with Marvel, we got Gold Goblin, issue number 4. This is cover A, and then we've got a Bachalo variant. Moving on to Alien, issue number 6. This is cover A. We got a Klein variant, and now finally a Heron variant. If you guys are interested in this Alien series, this has turned into one of my favorite volumes that Marvel's come out with so far. It is only getting better and better as it progresses, and I'm so pumped for this 6th issue. Moving on, we've got Star Wars, The High Republic, issue number 5. The Battle of the Jedi has begun. This one's got 4 different covers. Here's cover A. We got a Black History Month variant, and now finally a 1 in 25 Bengal incentive variant. After that, we've got a Sins of Sinister tie-in. It's Storm and the Brotherhood of Mutants, issue number 1, and this one's got 6 different covers. Here's cover A. We got a 1 in 25 Sousa incentive variant, and now finally a 1 in 50 Adams incentive variant. After that is Secret Invasion, issue number 4. This is cover A, the main, and then we've got a U variant. Moving on to Star Wars Hidden Empire, issue number 3. This one's got 8 different covers. Here's cover A. We've got a Cummins Connecting variant, and now finally a 1 in 25 Lopez incentive variant. Continuing on with Marvel, we've got X-Men Legends, issue number 6. And right after that, we've got the start of a brand new series, Red Goblin, issue number 1. The newest and deadliest Red Goblin spinning out of the pages of Venom is here. This one's got 10 different covers. Here's cover A. We got a 1 in 25 Lozano incentive, and now finally a 1 in 100 In Hook Lee incentive variant. Followed up with that, we got Miracle Man, The Silver Age, issue number 4. This one's got 4 different covers. Here's cover A. We got a JTC action figure variant, and now finally a Chichetto variant. Continuing on, we got a series finale for Namor the Submariner, Conquered Shores. This is issue number 5. This series, I was a little unsure of it in the beginning, and even as it progressed, it's been all right. I'm still very intrigued as to what they do with it, but it's just a very okay series in my opinion. After that is Joe Fixit, issue number 2. This is cover A, and then we've got a cover B McKelvey variant. Moving on to the Avengers, War Across Time, issue number 2. This is cover A. We got a McCone variant, and now finally a 1 in 25 Masafara incentive variant. Next up is Bishop, War College, issue number 1, so another brand new series. The X-Men, like you've never seen them before. This one's got 6 different covers. Here's cover A. We've got a 1 in 25 Conley incentive, and now finally a 1 in 50 Hinge Gem incentive variant. This next one is the last one coming out from Marvel this week, so they're having a pretty solid week as well. It's Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, issue number 3. Here's cover A, and then we've got a Darbo variant. Out of all those issues, I'm going to be grabbing ASM, issue number 19, Daredevil, issue number 8, Alien number 6, Red Goblin issue number 1, Namor the Submariner Conquered Shores issue number 5, Joe Fixit number 2, and then finally Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur issue number 3. But that's a wrap on all of the new comics releasing this week. There's a lot of really good books. Be sure to comment down below which books you're looking forward to most and which ones you think I'm going to be missing out on. And thank you for watching, everyone. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you don't want to miss out on any of my upcoming content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below with notifications turned on. You won't regret it. Now, I've got 2 more sitting off to the side here with more of my comic book content. Click on one of those and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.